Okay, so as usual, let's begin with some logistics. So again, let me, by the way, I notice people are continuing to post solutions to questions, and actually I think I'd posted a supposedly open question to question 3, and actually now that I think about it, the TA pointed out Shibai's solution along with a few other ideas is actually a full solution. So I learned something. So it's always good having this class, right? But again, the emphasis this week is on the structure. It's not on the content, right? Just to make sure you guys know what's happening. So today we'll be doing what will be happening on Thursdays most weeks, which is so today we'll be giving you some intro to maxima, and then we'll give you an intro to how to use the coupon system, the mate system, which we'll do every few weeks. So you'll have a chance to see how to use that as well. Okay. Now some logistics. Firstly, let me remind you that when posting solutions, again, please do try to acknowledge previously posted solutions and at least try to distinguish your solution from previously posted solutions, so that helps the other readers, and also acknowledge any help you got from anywhere else. Okay, let me just remind you, these are important. Okay, and of course post them vertically. Okay, week 0. Okay, wait. So yeah, okay. So for today, your feedback has been entered into the feedback sheet as usual, and some of the so people are beginning to have a little bit of trouble with some of the content, and that's okay. I mean, some of the solutions were complicated. You can use the mate activity to talk one-on-one with your classmates. I'll show you what the mate sheet looks like, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But first we'll do some maxima things. Okay, but generally speaking, at least some or maybe even many of you are positive. Some of you pointed out that you can't see the board clearly, and it's my fault. I just forgot that I have this visualizer over here. So from now on, we will try not to use the board at all. We will instead use the visualizer. We will use sheets of paper over here, okay, and write on the paper, and it will be projected, and you can of course see it not just on the projected screen, but you can also see it on your own computers, right? You can use screen stream and go to your computers and see that there. Okay, so thank you for that reminder and the feedback. Okay, I'm not going to respond to every one of these things, but again, just to highlight the fact that we are paying attention to you. Okay, hopefully you've watched the video, the maxima video. You can also, it's free, you can download it onto your own computer and play with it. And today the first thing we'll do will be to give you a chance to try some exercises. Also in a little bit, the CUHK's public relations office wants to come take a video of this class, because it's a little bit unusual, right, this class. So they want to record it, and hopefully they won't be too distracting. Okay, so just so you know. Okay, so at this point, TAs, can you start handing out the maxima sheets? So the maxima sheets should look like, I think I'd opened it somewhere here. Where did it go? Okay, download. So again, if you watch the videos, you kind of know what's going on. But basically, like for example, if you want to use maxima to differentiate x square, then what can you do? You can go to maxima and go, for example, to calculus and say differentiate. And what do you want to differentiate? You want to differentiate the expression x square with respect to x once, right? So when you do this, it types out the command for you. So diff of x square, x comma 1, and the answer is 2 times x. If you want to type it out, you can do x square comma x comma 1, and then press shift enter. So remember, whenever you want to execute a command, press shift enter, and then that will happen. A couple of other things that people forget: if you want to multiply something, if you want to do 2 times 2, you have to actually write the star. If you don't do the star, then it won't multiply it out. Okay, so sometimes when you're using variables or something, you forget the star command, so remember that. Some other useful things, like for example, if you want to use pi somewhere, like sine pi for example, so sine of pi, you have to put the percentage sign in front of the special symbol like pi or e. Okay, so once you put a percentage symbol in front of pi, then it recognizes that it's that special symbol. If you say log and then the special percentage e, then it recognizes that it's a special e. Logs are always natural logarithms in maxima, right? So remember how to do that. Okay, so we've given you this worksheet, and you each have a worksheet in front of you. So spend a little bit of time, lots of time actually. We've given you, I think we've scheduled an hour for you guys. So so play with it. But if you're done, if you feel like this is too easy, then you can find a lot of material online as well. So you can just go search for WX Maxima tutorial, for example, and there's a bunch of different things online. So let's see, for example, yeah, introduction to Maxima or Maxima tutorials. Like you can do much more than just the simple examples we've shown you here. You can even write short programs in Maxima, so you can try it out. Okay, so have fun for the next 30-40 minutes. The TAs and I will walk around. We'll help you guys. By the way, one remark: starting next week, the printed out sheets will only give 1 per group. Okay, we'll only give 1 printed out worksheet per group. The idea is to make you talk to each other, right? So you have to share. You have to learn to share. There will of course be the online worksheet, so it's not that you can't see it yourself, but just to save paper and to make you talk to each other, just 1 worksheet from next week onwards. Okay, all right, so start. I want to see people talking to each other. Oh, I'm sorry, one other quick announcement. So today is the last class you'll have before next Monday, and this Sunday is the deadline to form groups, right? So please use this sheet. So this sheet, we put in a link for you over here. So forming groups. So if you click over here, you can click on this form, the sheet over here, enter groups. So when you're entering your groups, 3 people only, 4 people groups not allowed. Unless you have trouble finding someone, then to come talk to us. Pick your team names. Only one person, like in that entire group, only one person needs to submit. You don't need to submit multiple times. And please use your names, your official names in English, so that it's easier for us. Okay. And the people who have already formed groups so far, you can see by clicking over here, you can see the groups that have already submitted their things. Okay. I see multiple submissions. I'm going to delete a multiple submission here. So delete row. Okay. Oh, yet another submission. Okay. So let us delete. Well, there's a typo here, so let us delete this one. Delete row. Yes.
If there is one comma and it will go like this, but if there is no, it will go like this.
You forgot the star.
Yeah.
So two things. So you forgot this. Oh, right. And then log. Maxima does not have a separate natural logarithm. It only has log.
But why I can do this?
Because it does not recognize. It does not recognize the natural logarithm. It thinks that this is just some variable. Yeah.
So what's the agenda for the second half of today?
We just give them the coupons and watch them play. Yeah, it's much easier for us. So. And during that time, they may want to come and talk to you. First, I mean, don't forbid it, but first encourage them to go look at that sheet and find someone else who can help them. Hi guys, you know what to do? Okay. Hey, let me also show you some nice tricks. Oh, wait, this. Oh, this one. Oh, it does not simplify it. Okay, fine. But sometimes, like if you have something like x plus x, I mean, this is easy. It's of course 2x, but you can sometimes do simplify and it does something quite nice. You having trouble?
Yeah, I don't what is this?
So, oh right, this is the partial derivative. But don't worry about it. Just think of it as d2.
D.
Yeah, d. So just think of it as d2x. But first of all, you know how to differentiate x squared?
Like this.
Well, not quite, because
Oh, X.
yeah, you have to specify what variable you're going to differentiate with respect to, right? Yeah, and then how to execute the command? No, shift enter. Shift enter, right? Shift enter. Okay. Now you can also do more things. Like you could instead say you want to differentiate with respect to x not just once but twice. So like d2x,
Yeah.
like d2 by dx square, and then the answer is 2, right?
So this is the
Yeah,
differentiated twice.
differentiated twice, right? Okay, good. Yes.
Why we enter this, you will get out this one.
Yes, because as I said, maxima does not recognize ln, it only recognizes log,
Log.
and it treats log as the natural logarithm.
Oh, but what about, yeah, you know, learn is log.
To the base e? Yes, so log to the base e is log in maxima.
Oh,
Now, if you want a different base, how would you do it?
现在is
他把 y x 看成3分之2的数。
Exactly. So you have to divide by something, right?
Okay.
So if you want log to the base 10, then you actually have to manually divide by whatever.
So I have to do myself.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I like your happy attitude to life. You need to put a bracket around the x, otherwise it won't. If you just write sine x, it won't recognize that as sine of x. Yes. Again, e it won't recognize, so you have to put, remember, percentage. You can just go over here. Yeah. Let's say for now, just say positive, and then it will. But it hasn't recognized e, right? So now go back and write percentage e. No, that's cheating. Percentage e. Okay. Shift enter. So now it's treating that e. Wait, integrate x over 4 sine x. Yeah, okay. So it's doing the right thing. It's integrating this quantity, treating that this like the natural logarithm. Like just to show you. So if you do log percentage e, shift enter. Right? So it's recognizing that that percentage e is Euler's constant. Okay. Yeah, that can be confusing. This is just d. Just think of it as d. Okay. So d2 log sin x by dx squared. Hey, how's it going? Any problems? No? Good? Yeah, by the way, so if you just write e, then it will treat this e like just a generic constant. If you want to treat it like Euler's constant, you understand what I mean by Euler's constant? Like e to the iota pi equals -1, that specific e, right? So 2.71828, like that constant, you know that constant. So if you wanted to do that, then like for example, if you do log e, it will just write log e. But if you do log percentage e, then it'll give you 1.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
So what is the difference?
In this problem, nothing. But if you cared about finding logarithms of something or exponential, like e to the power something, right? Then you want to use the correct e, where maxima can use the form of that e.
So enter the percent e is more safer.
Well, if you mean to use Euler's constant, like if you mean to use 2.71828 blah blah blah, right? Then it's percentage e.
Oh.
If you just want a variable called e, then you write e.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Common mistakes so far, they don't understand the difference between E and percentage E. They don't understand the difference between log and ln. Many of them are doing that. Some are forgetting the the multiply, like the start sign. Some of them don't understand the partial sign, like instead of the D sign, right? So common problems of, actually let's go do the problem. Shivya, so common problems so far, many of them don't understand the difference between E and percentage E, they forget to put the percentage sign, they don't understand the difference between ln, which doesn't exist in maxima, and log, the D2, like the del, the partial sign, right? So common things I've heard so far, just okay.
Have you submit the file to Piazza?
Yeah, so if you've done them all, submit to Piazza. Like there's a thread over there, right? Okay. Yeah. Yes. Just a minute. Well, so e to the minus. Well, firstly, yeah, so it doesn't know how to evaluate E. This might solve it. Let's try. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Just in case you feel you've already solved the question, it's very easy, well, you know, some more fun, challenging questions for you to try, okay? Yes. The problem is it does not understand the difference between E and percentage E. Well, you don't understand. Isn't that beautiful? So if you wanted to use the Euler's constant, then you have to use percentage E. Now, if you don't do that, then Maxima just thinks E is some variable, but it doesn't know the value of this variable, right? William, right? And Kevin? Kevin, right? Okay, good. By the way, are you Jenny or Rita or Jenny Rita? Like in a photo, it was both. Rita? Okay. So who's in charge of the seating plan?
Or I don't know.
Okay, fine. Well, let's touch base after class today because again we won't be meeting before next whatever. So just ask the other TAs. We should talk briefly just to talk through the logistics for next week.
Okay.
After class.
Oh, sorry.
a quick remark. So many of you are asking questions like this. Oh, when I do this, it doesn't know what to do. What's basically happening is it doesn't know how to interpret E. It doesn't know whether what value E is taking. When you write percentage E, then it knows that it's a the separate problem over here. Okay, well anyway, so suppose I wanted to plot 2D, let's just say sine E times x. Okay, so suppose I do sine E times x. It does not know the value of E. That's a problem. It thinks of E just like a variable. But if you do sine percentage E, then it knows that this is Euler's constant, and therefore it can treat it like a numeric variable. Okay? So remember, percentage signs in front of E and pi are what tell maxima what the values of these special constants are. Okay? Just remember to use them. Okay, that's it. Keep going. Hey. Yeah, Surgeon just posted something. Looks quite nice. Yeah. Command is invert. How's it going? No? Yes. So if you wanted minus infinity, you put a minus sign. Right. Wait, something is weird here. So x should be, so integrate this, so shouldn't there be a 0? Like, how does it know? I would have thought it should be, oh, sorry, my mistake. It's a limit, you're not integrating. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, actually, some of these things, just look online, go search for Fourier series. So go open Firefox or Chrome. And Fourier series, we search for Fourier series. So there are expressions for Fourier series. Actually, if you look at it over here, this actually tells you what the expressions are. It's telling you that the Fourier series expansion for this is 1 over pi and this integral. Yeah, so over here, basically what is this doing? This is computing the Fourier series for the function f of x is x. So then the question is, if you wanted to do it for x square, you basically just replace x with x square, right? Except here it's a little bit more complicated because it's x square from minus pi to 0 and minus x square from whatever. So you'll have to add those two things together, right? And Fourier series, you'll actually study it later in a different class, not in this class. But Fourier series, you have the sine terms and you have the cosine terms. So you actually have to compute both of them. Okay? Like, this is just to give you practice for using maxima. Don't worry about not understanding Fourier series. Okay, that's for a different class. Okay? Isn't that nice? Like the fact that the summation of the inverse squares is pi squared by 6. Isn't that amazing? So the easiest way I know how to prove that is through Fourier series. So you will study Fourier series you will study it, and one of the uses of Fourier series is to prove an amazing formulae like this. Okay, your calculator, when it tries to calculate with pi or whatever, it actually uses this thing. It does not store it. What's going on? Yeah, one other student. So none of your laptops works?
I just want to try.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I see. So you want to do a 3D plot, do you?
Yeah.
So, oh sorry. So you can do that using. Wait, where is the plot? Yeah.
2D.
Yeah, but what you want is a 3D plot, right?
Okay.
Because if you have x and y, then the value of the function is the third dimension.
So I use x and y in one equation.
Well, tell me what you want to draw. Like for example, that cardioid over there, like that is a two-dimensional plot. Is that the kind of thing you want to plot?
Yeah.
I see. So that thing, as you can see, is doing a parametric plot, right? So what is it doing? What is it doing? It's saying that the x coordinate is going to be t minus sine t, the y coordinate is going to be t times cosine t, right? And then as t changes, then it draws out a line.
你想用那个隐函数方程直接 plot 吗？
对。
He want to plot by implicit equation.
Implicit equation. That is also possible. So go online, search wx maxima, plot implicit. Okay, you'll find something. How's it going? Oh wow, oh that's even better than the previous one. What did you do?
He teach me that to do it this way.
Ah, okay. I see. So you use polynomials instead of the implicit form. Ah, very nice. Post it on Piazza. All right, guys. So you've been trying this for an hour, and while some of you are still doing things, and you should keep doing it. If you want to play, others are playing some more. That's all good. You should keep playing. But let us start doing the next activity, which is the mate activity, the coupon exchange. So we'll shortly be giving you these coupons. This is not actual money, okay? This is fake money. Do not try to spend it. You will be arrested, right? So, but these are bonus point coupons, okay? So what do you do? So first of all, click on this sheet and it will open up the spreadsheet over here, okay? Now, every one of you owns one row of this sheet, okay? So Bill, for example, owns this row, Daniel owns this row, and so on, okay? Only edit the row that you own. Do not change anyone else's row, okay? All right. So in that row, what do you do? So if you understand a topic very well, like if you think you understand the derivative paradox very well, then enter 5. Okay. So Harold, remember Harold always knows everything. So Harold would enter 5 for everything. Okay. So Harold would enter 5 for each of these 5 questions. The four questions we asked you on Monday, and also today's worksheet. Okay. So it would enter, well, 5, maybe it doesn't understand the egg drop puzzle so much, okay? Maybe even Harold is having trouble with the egg drop puzzle. So Harold is entering 1 over here, okay? So what does this tell you? It tells you that if you want help about questions 1, 2 and this maxima sheet, you should go to Harold, otherwise go find someone else, right? So once everyone has entered their levels over here. Once you have entered these levels over here, then we will start the activity. In around 5 or 10 minutes, we will start that activity. So, so at that point, what will you do? We will then hand you these coupons, and you will all have to get up, go find someone to help you with something you need help with, okay? Or just have a discussion. Like I noticed the egg drop puzzle had a lot of discussion, had a lot of chatter, so you might want to talk to people who have been doing that thing, for example, right? Or if you need help with some maxima things, go talk to someone else. The TAs and I will not be talking to you for the next 1 hour, okay? Our job will be to keep quiet. We will point you towards someone else who can help you, okay? So spend the next few minutes just entering your levels in this sheet over here. So go to this sheet and enter your levels in this sheet. So far nobody has entered it, but I notice people are beginning to log in, so go for it, okay?
We're leaving now. Thank you very much. If you want to hang around another 15 minutes, that's when we'll actually be getting around and talking to each other. It's up to you.
It's all right. I have you talking.
Okay, fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, very good. People are beginning to enter. So OO has entered, and who else has entered? James Q has entered. Aha. Razor is beginning to enter.
By the way, I noted that the JPG file for this is a scan thing, so I don't know how to edit it properly.
Yeah. So actually, it was a TA, well, like a helper of another professor who downloaded it. I think what he did was he just like there's some template he found online, I forget where, and then he edited it himself to do something. If you like, if it takes you longer than 5 minutes to figure out what to do, then let me know. I can put you in touch with him and see. Okay. Yes. How to enter this? So go to Piazza.
This Piazza.
Yes. So wait, what are you looking at? So just search for mate, M-A-T-E. Okay, mate activity sheet. Click on the sheet. Yes. And now. Yeah.
Still haven't entered. All right, guys, please enter quickly. We'll start handing out the coupons to people who have entered already. So TAs, hand out the coupons, but before you do, ask them if they have entered. Okay, and if not, then wait for them to enter, and then and only then give it to them. So to begin with, just one coupon per student, but if you need more, just ask the TAs for more. Okay, if you need help with more than one question, just ask for more than one. So give me a few. Have you entered? Okay. Have you entered? Good. Have you entered? Have you entered? Okay. Have you entered? Your name is not on. Okay. Enter your name at the bottom, and then we'll put you on later. But just enter your name. And then enter it. And then once you enter those things, here is yours. Have you entered on the sheet? Okay. 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 Have you entered on the sheet? Have you entered on the sheet? Okay. Have you entered on the sheet? Okay. Have you entered on the sheet? Okay, good. Have you entered on the sheet? Okay. Have you entered on the sheet? Okay. Have you entered on that sheet? Okay, good. Distribute, don't just stand around. Okay. Yes. Have you entered on the sheet? Have you entered? Have you entered on a sheet? Okay. Have you entered on that sheet? No. Have you entered? Okay. Have you entered? Okay, good. Have you entered on the sheet yet? Not yet. Have you entered on the sheet? Entering. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's give you an advance. Have you entered? Okay, good, fine. Have you entered? Okay, good. Have you entered? Have you entered on the sheet? Okay. You entered as well. Good. Quickly, don't have time. Just chat later. First, give coupons. Okay. Have you finished entering? Okay. Have you entered, Max? Have you entered? Have you entered? Okay, fine. Not yet then. Have you entered, Daniel? Oh, you already have? Okay, good. Have you entered on the sheet? Okay. Have you entered on that sheet? Okay. Have you entered on that sheet? Okay, good. Have you entered on the sheet? Okay, good. Have you entered on this sheet?
Yes.
Okay, good. Have you entered on the sheet? Okay, go for it. All right, Bill. Have you entered on the sheet? Okay. Kevin, have you entered? Okay. Have you entered, Brian? Okay.
Have you entered on the sheet yet? Okay, good. Have you entered on the sheet yet? Okay. Have you entered on that sheet yet? Okay, good. Have you entered on that sheet yet? Have you entered on the sheet? Okay, fine. Let's give you an advance. Okay.
All right, good. So almost everyone has entered on that sheet. So here's what we're going to do now. Everybody stand up, everybody stand up, everybody stand up. Okay. So now different people have different levels of understanding for different questions. Yeah? So if you feel like you have some trouble with some question, like many people have trouble with the egg drop question, right? But over here, for example, okay, so Tony says he seems to understand the egg drop puzzle well. So where's Tony? Tony? Raise your hand, Tony. Okay, fine. Well, you can find him. Your first task is to find Tony, right? And then go ask for help. If Tony is able to help you, or if anybody else is able to help you, then give that person a coupon, write down your name, the person's name, and the question that you got help on, okay? If you feel like you understand everything, well, go find someone to help, right? So either way, I expect to see everyone moving now, okay? At least for a few minutes, go walk, either ask for help or go help someone, okay? So move. Move, do not sit, move. Yes.
I don't have a coupon.
You will have a what?
You don't have
Oh,
a
you don't have a coupon. Let us get your coupon. The TAs have them. She needs a coupon. Yeah, it's okay. Just give them. Can someone take a video of in fact, both of you, can you take videos? How's it going? Do you need help with anything? Okay, do you know what to do? So you can go to the sheet. Okay, good. You know what to do, right? Good.
因为就他必须，他首先要找到一个数，然后最后再到那个数值和要大于
Do you need help understanding the
I
coupon?
understand.
You understand? All right. Ah, good. You figured out how to use implicit plots, huh? Isn't that nice? Yeah. I know. Maxima is one of my favorite tools ever. Yeah, yeah. And you can use it during your exams.
这个韩
假
Thank you.
If you want more coupons, just ask us. We can give you more coupons if you have more questions.
Remember, these coupons are for other people, yeah? Okay, very good. By the way, so have you formed a group, or do you need help forming a group? I see. Yeah, no, that's understandable. So, okay, what we can, like in special cases like this, we can either choose to have smaller groups, or if you're okay with the idea, like we'll see how different groups submit, right? And if there's a person who's left over and who is okay with English, we can try to pair you with him or her. Would that be okay with you guys? Yeah. Well, can you do the following? Can you send a message to instructors? So you can go to Piazza and then just new post, instructors, and just type in instructors, and then I don't know, logistics or something, and just so that it's in our queue. We remember that it's the two of you who we may need to pay special attention to in terms of growth. Okay, so just say that right now it's just the two of you, and currently you don't have a third member. Is that right? Okay, thank you. Do we have your photo? Oh, did Ihan take a ticket? Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, I understand it can be challenging in a class where whatever, but also, I mean, okay, so firstly, if you notice yourself continuing to have trouble because of the language, please let us know. We really should be paying attention to that. Okay, of course, everything I say will be in English, all the presentations will be in English, but still, like in a class like this, you learn the most from your classmates, right? So if you continue having trouble, we will try to explicitly find someone, maybe a Hong Kong local, who is maybe a little bit better at English, and pair with you. Okay? Okay, thank you. Hey, so do you have a group here? May I suggest the following? There are two students over there who do not speak Chinese. Now, I mean, there's no pressure from me, but I mean, because Chinese is not their first language, and even for you, like most students here are Putonghua speakers, right? So, as a suggestion, if you're open to joining them, then that might work out well. Okay. Oh, you already found someone? Okay. All right. No pressure. I just wanted to check. Excuse me. Yes.
因为只有一个蛋，然后第一次尝试的时候只能一次试，然后只有一次尝试的时候就整个世界不管有没有，就是这两个是属于这个，然后再做打上过。
Very popular, huh?
Well, yes. So why should we discuss with you?
I'm sorry?
I shouldn't be discussed with you.
Well, I mean, we try to, well, anyway, we're almost out of class time. If you have a question, I'm happy to try to answer. Well,
I have a question about that ag problem. So it says you find a better way. Well, how do you define that better? Well, there's one way you can take the highest try below 14. That's one way. Another way is if we assume that the egg breaks of each floor, the possibility is equal. So there may be another way that fastest how that works is that expectation is the lowest. That's two ways of defining better.
So, if you say expectation, then you're assuming a probability distribution,
Yes.
right? But then it depends on the probability distribution that you choose, right? And depending on the probability distribution, there would be different algorithms. Yeah? So indeed, in computer science and in data compression, my research is in data compression. Depending on the probability distribution for many problems, we understand how to design corresponding optimal algorithms. Does that make sense? Well, it can be hard, but it can also be interesting, right?
He also come up with another.
就是这个继续把那个把 SKT 算出来。哦，把 T 的最小的基数。就是现在我找一个系统。黑板仓。我上面。就是现在假设就是 SKT 已经算出来了，然后 SKT 然后现在的情况是我们一共有黑的蛋，然后有 N 层楼需要被解决。对吧？然后我们知道，我们现在我们需要寻找一个最小的 T。也就是说，为什么它是最小的呢？它最小的意味着 T 减去1次。是无法解决的。T 减1次就无法解决 ，T 次就可以解决。那么也就是说，因为我们之前知道 T 减1次最终是可以解决。
So technically, class is over. Okay, that does not mean you have to leave. If you want to keep talking, if you have time, go for it. Okay, I love this. But class is over. Okay, class is over. Remember to fill in. Remember to choose your groups. Remember that you have to watch week 1 videos and do week 1 keep exercises before you come to class next week, right? And see you in class next Monday. Okay? I really enjoyed this. TS, please hand out evaluation slips before they vanish. Okay? So please give us comments. Please let us know what you thought about today's class. Okay? All right. Thank you all.
So after finishing the entire practice, we have the practice sheet there, and it will fall to the PSMI.
If you wish, yeah. Again, week 0, we're not going to grade it. If you want to upload, go for it. If not, that's fine.
Thanks, Professor.
Yeah.
Give me the name and the many members.
Yes. Or do it online on this thing here. So you know how to get. So go here. Go to forming groups.
Oh, okay.
Click this.
Okay.